Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. This one is going to explore the origins and backstory in how we came to have Marvel Contest of Champions and similarities between the 1982 start point of the issue Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions and the game that we have today. So to start off with, Marvel Superheroes Contest of Champions was released in June 1982 and ran to August of the same year. It was a very limited series of only 3 issues being released. One thing that I find completely fascinating is the fact that the Collector and the Grandmaster feature in this quite heavily. So let me give you a bit of a backstory. An Elder of the Universe, aka the Grandmaster, challenges a hooded female called the Unknown, which eventually is revealed to be Death, to a game for the life of the fellow Elder, the Collector, who was killed by the cosmic being Korvac in the title Avengers. The pair decide to use various superheroes from Earth as pawns, the goal being to collect the 4 pieces of a prize called the Golden Globe of Life. A victory for the Grandmasters team means the Collector may be resurrected, while a loss indicates that the character must remain dead. The Grandmasters team consists of Captain America, Talisman, Dark Star, Captain Britain, Wolverine, Defensor, Sasquatch, Daredevil, Peregrine, She-Hulk, The Thing, and Blitzkrieg. Death's team consists of Iron Man, Vanguard, Iron Fist, Shamrock, Storm, Arabian Knight, Sabre, Invisible Girl, Angel, Black Panther, Sunfire, and the Collective Man. Although the storyline depicts a tie and the Grandmasters team is written as being successful, Death advises that the Collector can only be resurrected if the Grandmaster takes his fellow Elder's place in the realm of the dead. This limited comic book series saw the introduction of international superheroes, for example Blitzkrieg from Germany, Collective Man from China, Defensor from Argentina, Peregrine from France, Shamrock from Ireland, and Talisman from Australia. Later on in an Avengers annual, it eventually reveals that this was a ruse perpetrated by the Grandmaster, as he is able to steal Death's powers, and then via another deception force the entity to banish all elders from the realm, effectively making them immortal. In the first issue, it's all about gathering up the superheroes, telling them the stakes, and forcing them to do the will of the Grandmaster and Death. In the second one, the stakes are high and they learn that they must fight against one another in order to get the quarters of the Golden Globe of Life. Now, as we have learned, Death, who turns out to be a female, and I guess it's true with the saying, hell have no fury than a woman's scorn, because she double crosses the Grandmaster. He has to die in exchange for his brother's life. Then he accepts and the Collector appears alive again. While Grandmaster turns into ashes, the Collector swears to revenge his brother's life against Death. At the end, every hero is back to life again, just like they were before they started the contest. Beast makes a little joke with his teammates, the Avengers. The Collector eventually resurrected the Grandmaster in a complex scheme, including the Avengers fighting the West Coast Avengers, each team following one of the Elders and believing the other one was a villain. So what can we take from this knowledge and apply it to the game? Well, if you take the Collector, who is an Elder of the Universe, 1 billion years old they say, the alien commander of the power primordial, he is the Collector, the master of the Contest of Champions. He scours the galaxy for interesting artifacts and life forms to add to his rare collections. Beyond that, his true motives are known by none and perhaps incomprehensible. In the grand scheme of things, in the game he's using characters as pawns to fight on his battle realm. When you're fighting in game, you will see him sit down on his throne, and he's kind of looking at this as like gladiators fighting in an arena as in ancient Rome. When it comes to the Grandmaster, it has long been rumoured that Act 5 will feature heavily with the Grandmaster being the main big boss at the end. This could be true, and I think there would be a really nice touch, especially to kind of explore maybe rivalries between them. The fact that the Collector was resurrected and it took so long for the Collector then to resurrect the Grandmaster. Marvel Contest of Champions could explore the brotherly rivalry similar to, say, Thor and Loki, to make a really interesting story and give a nod to the comic books that they came from. Special mention goes out to Contest of Champions 2, As the comic book was later than this, it was in the late 90s, it didn't really kind of fit into the video I was trying to make, based on the fact that the Grandmaster and the Collector don't actually feature in this. It's all about the Brood Queen. Now, if there's a case that they want to explore that in the future, I think that would be quite good. Will that be Act 5? I doubt it, as we've already had mention in some of the event quests of the Grandmaster. He's also in the game data somewhere, so the fact of the matter is, it's more than likely going to be the Grandmaster, and I really hope that we get a really decent story out of it. Final mention is to the 2015 comic book series, with a kind of a working synopsis that welcome to the Battle Realm, a broken section of space and time where cosmic beings gamble for the ultimate power while their unwilling pawns fight for their lives and a chance to return back to Earth. Who will survive? The Contest of Champions. This sees Maestro playing a big part in this, until there's little kind of mentions of the Grandmaster and the Collector. But still, it's all about this focus on these two characters, which I'd like to see from, say, the 1982 version of the Marvel Superheroes Contest of Champions, where we see the Grandmaster and the Collector. Maybe some kind of, like I said, rivalry, and also mention of maybe death. It would be interesting to see a Brood Queen, but I'd rather see a character they've introduced originally take center stage. So thank you very much for watching this video. It's been all about an origin of Marvel Contest of Champions, from it being the superhero Contest of Champions back in 1982, right the way through to what we have in the comic books in 2015, to what we see in the game. I really hope that they do play on that characters of the Collector and the Grandmaster, and we see a really solid story that reflects the game that we play, because the stories are really important as well. It's been 2 years of Marvel Contest of Champions, so I really hope with the game that they emulate the great stories that they're writing so far with the event quests and also the story modes and what we'll see in Act 5. Thanks again for watching this video. Please like, share, and I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.